Hello, my name is Tanya. This is me about 2 years ago, looking very professional, I must say. I'd like to tell you a story about one of the biggest and best decisions I've made in my life. But first, I'd like you to meet my husband, Tom. We've been married for 5 years. When we met, we had both lived in the Detroit area for most of our lives. After being together for a few years, we started to dream of moving away and starting a new life together in a different city. The question was, which one? We considered 3 options and weighed the benefits and disadvantages of each. New York City was at the top of the list. We loved the idea of living in a big city, the excitement of the crowds, the vibrant nightlife. Tom, who would soon graduate with his degree in information security, would have many good job opportunities in the financial sector. Disadvantages included the fact that we had acquaintances but no friends living in New York City. Also, the long and dreary winters and the cost of living were downsides. Our second choice was San Francisco. The natural beauty of the city and surrounding area and the abundance of job opportunities for Tom, as well as mild winters, were a big draw. But the biggest draw was that my sister Elke lived in Berkeley. The only disadvantage was the cost of living. It soon became clear that one city felt the most welcoming and full of promise. San Francisco was the clear winner. With that decision made, we could focus on all the preparations that are involved in such a big move. One of the biggest roadblocks was that we each owned a house. The housing market in Michigan was only just beginning to recover, and both houses were underwater. Luckily for us, we were able to sell Tom's house in a short sale, and my house sold in its first weekend on the market. Then we had to save enough money as a cushion while Tom looked for a job. We were told it could take up to 6 months to find a job in his field in San Francisco. After a year of saving, we were ready. I sent my resume to several physical therapy clinics in San Francisco, and by sheer luck was able to find a job right away. As moving day approached, I thought more and more about all the places and people we knew and loved that we'd be saying goodbye to. And finally, it was moving day. We bought a big truck and rented a U-Haul trailer, packed it up, and were ready to go. We drove for 5 days and saw many fields, open sky, and beautiful sunsets. It was a real pleasure to watch the scenery change. Finally, we arrived in San Francisco, found an apartment, roommates, and 4 months later, Tommy found a job. Now it's been just over a year since we moved here, and my whole life has changed. I couldn't be happier with our decision.